Sloka, Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com, and today we're going to look at the 9th question from the Digital SAT Test 1 Module 2 from the Blue Book app. This is the easier set of reading and writing questions. The question reads, according to the text, what's true about Dorian? Pretty general question. Going to the passage, we find following text is adapted from Oscar Wilde's 1891 novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Dorian is taking a first look at his portrait at the Hallward that Hallward has painted of him. Dorian passed listlessly in front of his picture and turned towards it. So listlessly means he's lacking enthusiasm. So he's just like walking by and then he turns when he sees his picture. When he saw it, he drew back. So if he drew back, he's like, whoa. His cheeks were flushed meaning red or hot, for a moment with pleasure. So cheeks were flushed for a moment with pleasure. A look of joy came into his eyes, as if he had recognized himself for the first time. He stood there motionless and in wonder, dimly conscious that Hallward was speaking to him, but not catching the meaning of his words. The sense of his own beauty on him like a revelation. The sense of his own beauty came on him like a revelation. He had never felt it before. Okay. According to the text, what's true about Dorian? So answer choice A, and I already went through the answer choices, gotta admit. And I underlined some things that are going to help you to determine whether answer choices are right or wrong. You might not have the heads up on that going into the question, but answer choice A, he wanted to know Hallward's opinion of the portrait. Well, he does not ask Hallward his opinion. He's barely aware that he's talking to him. Dimly conscious. Dim is like a light. If it's dim, not much light coming out of that light. Dimly conscious that Hallward was speaking to him. So he definitely doesn't want to know his opinion on not catching the meaning of his words. He's not even paying attention to him. He's just absorbed by his own portrait. Answer choice B, he is delighted by what he sees in the portrait. Yeah, I'd say so. Over here we've got his cheeks are flushed for a moment with pleasure, and a look of joy came into his eyes. And then he has this sense of his beauty came on him like a revelation. He's like, wow, I'm good looking. It's kind of funny, this passage. I kind of like it though. Answer choice C, he prefers portraits to other types of paintings. Now it does say that it's a portrait, but it doesn't say, maybe he would be like, oh, it's beautiful. Could you do it in landscape? Like meaning like longer sideways, portrait meaning taller. No indication of that in the passage. Answer choice D, he is uncertain of Hallward's talent as an artist. Well, if he's so enthralled, if he's so happy, filled with joy from the portrait that Hallward did of him, then he probably is pretty certain that Hallward is an incredible artist. Looks like B is your correct answer here. He's delighted by what he sees in his portrait. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has difficulty with reading comprehension questions. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and check out our 1-minute video on TikTok. Have a great day.